morning everybody, it's the 25th of December, which means one thing and one thing only. It's Christmas!
So it's almost 9 o'clock and actually there's not too many people out and about.
Well, it's Christmas Day and New York is just as alive as ever. We have so much planned today. We're actually going to the Rockette. I love the Rockette, it's such a great show. We actually bought our tickets in the Black Friday sale and we saved like quite a lot of money, so it's always worth doing that in the Black Friday sale. We've got Summit 1, so we're going to be climbing up that. That's our first like skyscraper that we're doing whilst we're here. And then we've got a really exciting dinner booked at Virgils BBQ, which I had for Christmas dinner last year, and it was honestly my favourite meal that I had in New York, so I'm really excited to go to Virgils. That's a little bit later on, but yeah, we've got an action-packed day. Perfect way to spend Christmas in New York. I mean, that is the first time in my life I've ever seen Santa walk out of Fox News into his own private car on Christmas Day. What a treat.
Okay, well this just has to be done. It opens at 9 o'clock, so we're going to go and get in the line. So it's famous for the banana pudding, which like, last time I had this was honestly one of the most amazing things I've ever had. There's the prices there. So you get small, medium or large. Speciality, they normally like add some things. I think last time it was like coffee flavoured, but then sometimes they'll make like a strawberry banana pudding or something like that. But it's, yeah, one of the best things I've ever tasted. It comes in this really lovely pot. This is the medium size. Yeah, banana pudding, whipped and swirled since 1996 around the world. And then this is where the good part all happens. Look at that. Delicious. So you see like the pudding sponge and then the cream. Oh, it looks so good. I can't wait to eat it. Right, let's try it. Some sponge and the cream. Oh, that is so good. I missed it. Radio City Music Hall.
We've got to find aisle 4. Don't know where we're looking.
Festive crowd control. Oh, it is so pretty in here. Look at all of this. I love it. There's a little look at the merch stand. Oh, I like the snow globe. So yeah, they're the prices for pretty much everything that you can get. The snow globe's $85. That's definitely not happening. But yeah, I think I might go and get a show program. So I ended up getting the souvenir program, which was $15, but it's in like a cellophane, so I'm going to keep that safe until I get home. But we also got some 3D glasses, which will be for part of the show, which is interesting. But we've sat down, we're in row O, and this is our view, which is honestly so good. It's on like a slope, so we've got a really good view from here, but it's a huge theatre, like huge. Well, the Rockette was actually so good. Like, I really enjoyed it. I think it's the perfect Christmassy thing to do, especially on Christmas Day, just extra magical. They was really strict on taking photographs and videos and stuff. Like, there's really the first like 20 minutes, they kept sort of like coming down and flashing lights at people because they was like recording, which was a bit frustrating in the beginning. But honestly, it's the most magical thing to see, and I think if you're here over the holiday period, like, you definitely need to go and see it, especially if you're here for Christmas Day, because it was just everything. It was everything seeing it, and the 10 o'clock performance was really good. They do loads of different performances throughout the day, but yeah, I like doing it early in the morning. It's just started the Christmas Day off perfectly. Here's St Patrick's Cathedral, which we're going to go into. Hopefully they've got like a Christmas service going on in there.
now I've been to so many beautiful cathedrals, like in Rome I went to so many cathedrals, but I think this one actually tops all of them. Like there's something so special about being in there and like hearing all the music, and like they were just starting a service, like a mass service in there. It was just so beautiful. It really is one of the most beautiful cathedrals I've ever seen. It's like lovely.
I think this is the busiest I've ever seen at Fifth Avenue. It's just so difficult to walk around right now.
Right, so we're about to go up Summit One Vanderbilt, which I'm really excited for. It's New York's, I'd say, the newest attraction at New York. But yeah, it's quite high up. It's quite like it's an experience, I think. So I'm excited to go up there. They actually said when I looked at the confirmation email to go and make sure you bring your sunglasses, but we haven't done that. But saying that, I don't think it's actually too bright today. The clouds are quite low, so I'm not too sure what the view's going to be like upstairs. But yeah, let's go in and see. Once I've done this skyscraper, it means that I've done the Rockefeller, Empire State Building, and then this one, and we've also got, what have we got tomorrow? Edge. So then, yeah, we've done quite a few. But yeah, I'm excited for this one, but the line seems really long actually for this one.
Already?
For this one, you have to wear shoe protectors. You're not allowed to just go up. So I'm glad they're black and they look like bright blue, like they normally are. So I guess that's a positive. But definitely rocking the look right now. Oh wow, I'm finding this so funny. Never looked so attractive in my life. Very sensory. Oh, I think this is it. Whoa.
Oh wow. It is so bright.
They did warn us and say that there was actually no view, and it's true, literally out the window, it's just cloud.
This is the visibility from up here. But we'll just stay around for a little bit and just see. It really is such a strange experience. All the people below. And then up.
Oh yeah, look, it's Bryant Park Christmas Market. To be honest, I do like how this one's a whole experience, because like at the minute we can't really see anything, and I think that would really add to it if the visibility was good. But I think where this is a whole experience and it's very sensory and it's very strange and weird, you can kind of get away with not seeing things. With the visibility being bad, it's not the worst one. Whereas if you went to like Empire State Building, even though that's an experience, the whole point is that you want to see over Manhattan.
So I think there's 3 different observatories. So I think you start on this one here, and then you go up to the second one and the third one. But once you've kind of done one and you go up to the next one, you can't come back down. If that makes sense, you can only work up. But they're all like complete different themes. So that was the reflection one, and then the next one is levitation, and then we've got ascent, I think.
Well, it definitely is very unique. Nothing quite like it, but yeah, I feel like maybe a little bit overrated. Like now that I've gone and done it, I really like the balloon bit. That was very, very busy though. We got some good pictures in there. And then the main floors, I think, at first it's like spectacular because it's like all the reflections and that kind of thing. But then because there's not really any view, that's kind of it. So I don't know. I feel we're a bit mixed. It's a good experience. I recommend doing it. It's very different to all the other skyscrapers, but yeah, it is what it is. I'd give it a good like 7 out of 10. I think 7 out of 10 for this one.
So
I don't think my face appeared. I'm sure that was Jack and Sean though. But yeah, I feel like I missed mine. You know, I know it's a little bit weird, but this is the view from the toilet.
And the third level is a bar and little cafe. And there's a little terrace, which I think we can go out on.
Yeah, so, we're outside. So outside. So here's the terrace.
Found the Summit 1pm badge. It's just got to be done, hasn't it?
We just went and popped back to the room just to freshen up a little bit, have a little nap, because we were so tired. We was going to go to Central Park. We're going to do it a different day now. We thought we'd go, have a little chill, freshen up a little bit, and then get ready to go for our dinner at Virgil's. I'm actually really excited for our dinner at Virgil's. Last year it was so good. I got like a platter thing that was like 2 meats, and it had mac and cheese and mash and gravy. Like, it was a really, really good meal. I feel like I might change it up. I'll show you what they do when they're there. But honestly, it was actually one of my favourite meals I think I've ever had in the US, which if you've been following me for some time, I've gone to Orlando quite a few times, and I've gone to New York. This is my second time in New York. They're my US trips that I've done. But Virgil's was up there with like one of the best. Probably like on par with like Homecoming at Disney Springs, that kind of level. So I really honestly enjoyed it. So I'm really excited to go there. It's not really like necessarily like a fancy meal or anything like that, but it is quite expensive. And it's just that I feel like a really feel-good restaurant to be in. So I'm really excited to go there. So yeah, let's go, freshen up, and let's go.
Times Square is so alive at Christmas. So yeah, the menu is so big. Like, they've got all these starters which look great. You get salads, and then this is kind of what I ordered from. So they've got the smokers here, so you can pick like your meat that you'd like. You get 2 sides with them, and they also come with cornbread. I last time got the barbecue combo, but you got to pick 2, which is pretty decent. That was really nice. Last time got this crispy Kansas City fried chicken. So I'm tempted by that because that was so good last year. I remember trying a bit and being like, oh, next year I'm definitely going to go and get that. So I might go and get that. And they've got the pig out there, which is like for 2 people, some sandwiches, burgers, and some sides. And they have a huge drinks menu. They've got like beers, margaritas, cocktails. Yeah, honestly, a huge menu. Oh, Virgil slushies. Oh, we had this last time, the frozen margarita, and that was so good. Yeah, honestly, their drinks are so good in here. I really like as well that if you scan this QR code, you can actually go and view pick photos of the menu, so you can actually see what the food looks like, which not all restaurants do that, but I love that they do that here. Oh, and cocktail time has begun. We've got the passion fruit margarita and a shot.
1 minute later.
That meal was so good, and here's a little look at the dessert menu. Lots of like pies that are like the peanut butter pie, that looks good. Apple crumb pie looks good. Actually, they all look good, let's face it. And then they've also got milkshake also for $8.95.
Good morning everybody. Today we've got a real jam-packed day because we've got the Friends experience which we're going to do, and we've also going to explore Chelsea and do the Highline and the Vessel before going over to Hudson Yards. And then we've also got wrestling tonight, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've got wrestling. We're going to go to Madison Square Gardens and watch some wrestling. It's like a holiday special, so that's going to be really fun. So yeah, we've literally got a jam-packed day, but let's go and get some breakfast first.
First ever Dunkin.
Okay, that can't have been the full selection of donuts that they do at Dunkin Donuts, but that was like nothing special at all, like at all. So yeah, a bit disappointed with that. We might need to go and try another branch one day, but yeah, don't really understand that one.
Across the road there's an Anita Gelato, and I actually had this with my mum in London, and it was one of the best ice creams I've ever had. So if you're in New York or London, go and grab an Anita Gelato because it is so good. And then just over here you've got Madison Square Park on over in this direction, and then you've got the Flatiron building right in front. I feel like the Flatiron building always has some sort of like construction scaffolding around it. Like I'm swear it was like this last year as well. But I love this. There's a little dog run. Daisy would be in her element right now. Look at that.
I remember walking through this park last year and it being minus 16 degrees, and I was actually saying that on the news yesterday how like Christmas last year was so cold in comparison. I'm actually really warm today. Like I've not even got a hat on or anything. I've got this scarf on, but that's kind of it. But yeah, it's completely different this year. I must say though, this park stinks so bad. There's a really bad smell.
Found the Lego store by the Flatiron building.
I'm not sure what the Lego store's like at the Rockefeller Centre, but that one always seems to have the longest queue ever. So this was like perfect. If you want to get your Lego fix in New York, just come to the one by the Flatiron building and literally walk straight in.
I absolutely love this store. The Harry Potter store in New York is probably the biggest Harry Potter store I've ever seen. Oh, I love this. They've got like a Harry Potter spirit jersey. It says Merry Christmas at the back and got the Hogwarts festive logo at the front. That's pretty cool. I like how Harry Potter are getting in on the spirit jerseys. Butterbeer Loungefly bag. If you perfectly use going to Universal. I love that. One can never have enough socks. I definitely agree with that. And they actually have a butterbeer bar here, so you can go and get your butterbeer fix if you want to. And it's not just the butterbeer that's in the bottle. Yeah, there's the prices. Butterbeer $12, and you get a souvenir tank card to take home as well. Which is I love cool. The entrance to the Friends experience. The one in New York City, it really is.
I'm actually really excited to see this, but disclaimer, I haven't seen all of the Friends episodes. So I'm not sure I'm going to get all the references. I actually want to go and watch all the Friends episodes before I come here, but it just never happened. It just never happened. So I've watched quite a lot, and I feel like I've seen a lot of clips and like the odd episodes, and I've definitely watched all of like series 1 and 2 fully. But yeah, I know like I've missed out a lot of it. But I'll show you around, and I can't wait to get like the pictures on like the sofa, and like I think there's like some Central Perk photo opportunities and things like that. So I'm really excited for that. But yeah, it's gonna be good.
Not just clean, Monica clean. I love that.
On this orange sofa, you got your friends. Rachel, Monica, Phoebe, Joey, Chandler, and Ross. Central Perk, 97 steps away from where you're standing.
My friendship with Joey. And 3, it hurts.
We're in Monica's apartment. It's Ugly Naked Guy.
Didn't know where my mum disappeared to, and it turned out that she was going to get
This little step because she wasn't tall enough. I love this with all like the statistics about the storylines and how many storylines they had together, and then how many times these things were said. Whoa, 1,027 times. Lines from everybody. It's so cool.
It's quite a small shop at the end, but they've got some merch with like slogans and catchphrases and that kind of thing from the show.
They have quite a few pin badges as well. They're $9.95 each. They're quite pricey, but they've got all different like icons. I like the Central Perk one as well. I think I'm gonna get the umbrella.
I actually really enjoyed that, and they was like really helpful with like taking photos and that kind of thing. So you had your professional ones they took. They also took photos on your own phone, which I really enjoyed. But yeah, it just makes you realise how many iconic moments there are in Friends, and it was just so great to see it all. And we was in there for about an hour, so I'd say that's how long, maybe like an hour and a half to go and give it. But yeah, overall, honestly, it was such a great experience. I'm so glad that we done it, and it's just such an iconic New York thing to do. I loved it, and it wasn't too busy. We was there for the first time slot, which was 10 o'clock, and it wasn't too busy. They did kind of stagger you going into certain rooms, like the Monaco room. They had like rules and things like that they had to explain before. But yeah, no, we really actually enjoyed it. It was so good.
Just walking in Chelsea. Gonna head to this place called Little Island, which we've never been to before.
I do love walking around like this Chelsea area because like all of the designs of the buildings are so like weird, and yeah, it's just very, very different.
And you walk across this pier, and obviously this is the Hudson River underneath, and then Little Island is just up here. It's so unique. This would be a really cute lunch spot if you was here in the summer. Just have a little sit down. There's some like food stalls as well, but they're not open. It's like a little amphitheatre over here. No idea what this is actually really used for, but it's a gorgeous view of the Hudson River from there, and New Jersey, which is just across the river. Going up to, I think there's like a playground up at the top. Doing things like this makes me realise that I would love to do New York City in the summer months. I've only ever done it at Christmas, but I think to do this and like Coney Island and things like that, that would be so cool, but just not really the time to do it when it's December. It's actually so misty today.
We do have the edge a little bit later on today, but I'm kind of worried the visibility is not going to be good because looking at the minute it's so misty and foggy up. So I feel like it's going to be another skyscraper with literally no view today, which is a shame. Right, we're just having a little look in Chelsea Market, but I have to say it's so crowded here. Every time I've gone in here it's just been ridiculously crowded.
But I love how Christmassy it is, with all the lights. There's so many different like shops and food options and things like that, but I just find it really hard to like navigate myself around.
Okay, so we're just walking down the Highline, which is about like a 1 mile walk. It's really, really pretty. I love walking down here.
It's actually a disused like rail line, so you can see like the track there, which is pretty cool. I imagine it looks a lot prettier in summer when like all the flowers and trees have fully blossomed. It's got like a little face.
We're not turning back. You want to walk on those?
This area is seriously just so bougie. Like there's not even any other word to describe it. It's just amazing. So we've got everything, like all of the buildings and the architecture. Like it's just beautiful. It really is. I love how with New York, like every kind of like neighborhood has such a different vibe and different feeling. Like, this is so different to like Times Square area.
And here is the vessel.
You actually used to be able to climb up the vessel, like all the way up the stairs, but they stopped doing that. I don't think. Last time I was here, you wasn't able to either. I think after COVID, they all kind of stopped, which is a shame. I'd like to have done that. I remember it used to be free, but it's a beautiful building. It really is. I know you can kind of go underneath it, but you can't walk up the stairs anymore. It's stunning. I love like the rose gold.
Really good photo opportunity here. You like put your phone and then you get like a really good picture of the top of the vessel, this like hexagony area here. And then literally just across from the vessel you've got Hudson Yards, which is this building here, and it's just a really giant shopping centre.
But we have about an hour and a half until we're allowed to go up to the edge, but I'm thinking if we can go up there earlier that would be ideal, because that means we can go and get changed and sort ourselves out for wrestling later on tonight. So we're going to go and see. You've got to go up to level 4 up at Hudson Yards, and then that's where you go up to the edge. That's where the experience starts. So it's always good to just know that.
They're saying that the edge is open, but there's no visibility at all, which is, of course, I expect that to happen today. It does say that you're welcome to exchange your ticket for another day. If you decide to visit the edge today, you're not going to be eligible for a rebooking or ticket exchange. So that's just a good thing to know if you are visiting the edge. The scene is like a map of Manhattan, which is so cool. Oh, this is cool. It's actually real water.
Right, so we're just on the indoor section, just around the corner is where the outdoor viewing platform is. But the view isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be actually. Considering they said there's no visibility, it's not as bad as I thought. Somebody is up there. That's like a different experience that you could do, but like where you can lean off the edge of the building. The glass floor. I had to put my sunglasses on because it is so bright up here. But yeah, we're gonna queue now to actually go to the very edge, which is probably about 20 people in front of us, so probably won't take too long. Right, so we just got back to the room and I've changed into a new outfit and we're all geared up and ready to head over to Madison Square Gardens for tonight's WWE Wrestling event. The doors open at 6 and the show starts at 7:30. But before we rush out, I just wanted to quickly share some of my thoughts and my feelings on the edge that we just went and done. I actually think it felt a little bit disorganised, to be honest. There was obviously the visibility issues and I think there was a lot of people who were going and kind of like swapping their tickets and exchanging them for a different day or a different time. I think you have a year to go and exchange your ticket for, so you can exchange your ticket for any date in that year. So yeah, it was a bit of chaos with that. And I think queuing up in a shopping centre isn't the most ideal thing to do. And I think it just, I don't know, it just didn't work in my opinion. But once we were actually inside, the view was pretty decent. Although I don't think it was my favourite one compared to the other ones that I've done. Compared to the other experiences, probably my actual least favourite skyscraper that I've done. There didn't seem to be just much to it, and perhaps I think it suits couples. It seemed a lot more sensible than the other ones. But for families, I actually think the Empire State Building by far is my favourite one. I think there's a whole experience. I like that it's a really good view, so I really like that. So yeah, I think for me, it probably, I'd give it a 7 out of 10, like, for the experience. The queue moved quite quickly, but it just felt a little bit disorganised, and really, apart from the outdoor viewing bit, that's all there really is to it. There wasn't really an experience to it as such. So yeah, that's kind of my review on that. But yeah, anyway, let's go and head out to see WWE. I'm really excited. I'm not too sure what we're going to do about dinner, because actually I'm still stuffed from that burrito earlier, so I'm not too sure. I imagine the wrestling's going to finish about 10 o'clock, I imagine, so not too sure. But yeah, I'm all changed, I'm comfortable. I'm not going to wear a coat because I've just been so hot all day. It's just been so hot and sweaty walking around. So yeah, let's go and see WWE. We are Madison Square Gardens. We're here. It's going to be so good. You got your wrestling t-shirt as well? Yeah. You got your one? There we go. Just gonna go and grab something to drink, but they are the prices if you're coming to Madison Square Garden. So fountain sodas are $7, hot dogs $9, popcorn $8. So yeah, they're the kind of prices you're looking at. Wow, it's actually such a good view. We are in, what block are we in? 210. We're in block 210, and actually the view is so good, like so good. I haven't seen a proper wrestling before. Like, I've seen like little shows they do at like Haven Holiday Parks and things like that. So to actually see this, the like real WWE wrestling match, is going to be so good.
Evening, New York!
It's the saddest part. We're all packed and we're ready to go.
One final look.
And it's our first day of rain today. The day we're going home.
On our way to RiseNY, which I'm very excited to do, but we didn't talk about wrestling yesterday, and I thought it was so good. It was such a good experience. What do you think?
It was amazing.
It was honestly so good, and the atmosphere. You lost your voice.
Me and Jack nearly lost our voice on.
The atmosphere was so good in Madison Square Garden. Like, I imagine it's like that for any event that they do there, but wrestling was so good. So if you get a chance to go to Madison Square Garden and see anything, I think it's so worth it. Like, the atmosphere was wild over there. I think if you've done soaring at Epcot, it's kind of the same sort of thing. You like paraglide over New York City. I think that's the whole idea of it. I'm excited to do it. I love soaring. It's one of my favourite rides at Disney, so it'll be good to go and do this.
I love Rise. Yeah, it's basically the same as soaring.
Entry surged into the city from around the world, drawn by the beacon of opportunity that New York still stood for.
So part of this is actually like a museum, so you walk through, so I guess like the ride is the last part of it, so you walk through and it's like a museum of the history of New York City, which is pretty amazing to see actually.
You can see how like the buildings have got bigger as time's gone on. The Empire State Building all the way to the new One World Trade Center. It's New York City fashion and how it's changed. Look at that change. It's a huge difference.
The new year with me.
Hood is up because it is raining so badly today. But RiseNY, Rise New York, I don't know what you say, was actually really, really good. I really enjoyed it, and it's a lot more than just a ride. It's actually like a full-on museum and full-on experience, and yeah, I've honestly really, really loved it. And I think for us, because it's quite like New Year themed, like the ride is all to do with New Year, and where that's in just a couple of days, it all kind of just felt really good, and it's a nice end to the trip really. So I really enjoyed it. We're now going to make our way over to Central Park because we haven't done that yet, although it's raining and it's very miserable right now, but yeah, it's alright. I've got my big hood up, so it's not too bad.
This is cute.
Right, so we've made it in Central Park and it's kind of stopped raining a little bit. It's just like a bit hazy, but I feel like I'm definitely not going to be doing any Instagrammable photos because what is this hair right now? But yeah, we're going to have a little stroll.
It's so foggy.
With Central Park, I really have no clue where I'm actually walking. I just kind of walk around and see what I can see, but I reckon I've only explored maybe like 10% of it. There's so much to it. It's just a huge park. I have no idea where I'm going, but it's beautiful. It's honestly such a stunning park to walk around.
It's the Central Park Carousel.
We just got Google Maps up, so we're just looking at the like main locations that are dotted around, like all the landmarks in Central Park, and just kind of walk into the closest ones and kind of like do a loop. That's a kind of plan. But yeah, there's like lots of really nice statues and things like that. It's pretty quiet, like, and the rain stops. That's the main thing. It's a black squirrel. Oh, run in. Oh yeah, what's that one?
Oh, it's Hans Christian Andersen.
Oh. And it says it's in honour of the children who lost their parents on 9/11.
And in the summer, they do Hans Christian Andersen storytelling hour between June and September.
This is literally why I need to come to this city in summer, because I feel like there's like little things that you can do that you can't do in winter that would just be so cool to see that. Yeah, one day I'm gonna come back in the summer. Oh, and look, over there is the Alice in Wonderland statue.
That looks amazing.
It's really nice, that. It's a really nice statue.
Here's the Alice in Wonderland statue. It's so cool. Look at the detail on it.
Sounds so good.
Turtle Pond is also closed at the minute, but in the summer you get to see all the turtles, which would be so great to see. But yeah, I didn't realise this is all closed off now as well. Here's the castle.
Must say though, there's a lot of steps to get up to the castle.
Oh wow, there's some really good views up here, especially over here, this direction. I just find it so weird that in this really busy city, there's somewhere that's this quiet, somewhere that literally you can escape the noisiness and the craziness of New York City.
It is so peaceful. There's literally like nobody around at all. Just me and some squirrels, basically.
Found the naked cowboy. It just had to be done. Five Guys in New York. Got the burger. Got a milkshake, which is Reese's peanut butter cups and salted caramel, and so many fries. Another thing that just had to be done. The Disney store. So festive. Found Minnie as the Statue of Liberty. I love this ornament. Wow. Walked into the Hersheys store and got some free chocolate. They have a lot of chocolate and candy for like 4 for $20. So I've gone and got some Jolly Ranchers because these are probably my favourites. I'm not really a fan of Hersheys as much, so these are good. Bye Times Square. So we're going to do the same going on the way back. So we're going to go and get the E train to Sutphin Boulevard, change over to Jamaica, and then from Jamaica we're going to go to JFK Terminal 8 to pick up our BA flight. So that's kind of the plan. But yeah, it's easy enough. Our subway station is literally just opposite. It's saying it's only going to take 5 hours and 41 minutes till we get to Heathrow. So yeah, it's going to be quite a short flight, but the plan is I'm going to go and just sleep for all of it, to be honest. I want to sleep for the whole flight, but I'll obviously wake up when food comes and drinks come, that kind of thing. But yeah, just going to rest for the whole flight, which is good. Okay, I am back home and wow, I do look a mess, but we had the most incredible trip to New York. Like honestly, New York is such a special place, and I think being there at Christmas time is just everything. Like honestly, I was on the plane and on the train coming back home, and I just like was flicking through, looking at pictures and little clips that I've taken, and I just can't believe how much we managed to cram into a 5-night trip. Like we managed to do so much, and I'm honestly so grateful for all of them memories that we've made at New York. Like honestly, it's just such a great place. So I just want to say a big thank you to every single one of you who have gone and either watched a video, pressed the like button, subscribed, commented down below on these vlogs. Like it honestly means the world to me, and I hope that you found some joy in our New York trip and it's given you some good tips, tricks and advice. I'm kind of deciding, I'm not too sure yet whether I'm going to do like a New York tips and tricks guide. So if you would like that, then make sure you go in and comment it down below and just let me know, because that would mean a lot to me. But also remember, I'm also over on Instagram, so go and follow me over on Instagram. I'll link that down below, but there'll be a little thing that pops up here so you can see where my Instagram is. But thank you so much to all of you who have gone and watched this, because it honestly, it really does mean the world to me. Like honestly, hand on heart, it means everything to me, to those who have watched it, liked, commented, subscribed. So thank you so much. Not too sure what the next trip's going to be, but there will be another trip not too long away. So make sure you're staying tuned on this channel. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you real soon. Bye guys.